Hola! I've been noticing quite a lot of new faces since I switched the language of my channel from Spanish into English. And I think I want to take advantage of this new influx of energy and people into the channel to reintroduce myself to you and share a bit of what can you expect from this channel when you subscribe to it. I must say I've been quite pleasantly surprised by the reception that you've shown me, because I must confess, speaking in English in public was a big edge for me. Something that I've been trying to avoid for a long time. But I'm happy that I'm finally there to take the jump. And I have to thank you for the amazing reception so far. So thanks a lot. Okay, so a brief introduction about myself. First of all, for those who don't know me, my name is Sergio. If that's a hard name to pronounce for you, it's okay if you call me Sergio, Sergio, Serge. It doesn't matter. Having lived in many international communities across my life, I've become used to these and many variations of my name. So it doesn't really bother me. I was born in 1989, which to this date make me 33 years old, 34 next month, in case you want to give me a birthday present. I was born in the state of Sonora in northern Mexico, very close to the border with Arizona, and later I was raised in the city of Mexicali, right in the border with the United States, where I grew up for most of my childhood and up to my early teens. Later on, my family and I moved back to the state of Sonora, and there I was able to finish university, where I graduated as a graphic designer. After graduating from university, I moved to Mexico City. In there, I worked for a digital agency for a few years, designing and building marketing websites for big brands nationally and internationally. This job was like a dream, one of the best places you could have worked in Mexico as a young graphic designer. But by 2013, I had realized that I didn't really care so much about this lifestyle anymore. It didn't take me too long to realize that even though the job gave me many benefits, it also took many things out of me that I wasn't really willing to give away. So I gave myself 1 year to save as much money as I could before quitting my job and starting to travel. And I don't think that many people believed me when I was saying out loud back then that I was gonna quit my job and start traveling, especially my boss when I told him 1 year ahead of time that he should start searching for a replacement. So finally, the day came by the end of June 2014. And after saying goodbye to my friends and family, I started my journey towards the south of Mexico, and later moving onwards to Central America, Eastern Europe, and Asia. Most of this I documented in a travel blog that I call the Archive Project. And so I was constantly nomadic from 2014 to 2017, thanks to many odd jobs like bartending, dive master, host, tour guide, and also thanks to my abilities to work online as a graphic designer. I then settled in Hanoi, Vietnam for around 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years actually. And then later in 2020, I moved to the island of Bali in Indonesia, where I'm still residing to this day. I've had the privilege of visiting over 40 countries around the world, and I have many travel stories that I could share. But I think the biggest blessing that I've received from all this travel is the exposure that I've had to different worldviews, different cultures, and different ways of seeing the universe in general. This exposure to vastly different views impacted me in profound ways, but it wasn't until I moved here a few years back that I was able to start making sense out of them, not just embodying them in my way of being and in my daily life, but also in putting them into words that felt authentic to me. My favorite part of all of this is that throughout this whole time, a camera has always been close to me. And it's been super interesting to me to see the changes that have happened in my photography. Not just in terms of like the photographs that I take, but also in the things that happen before and after I press the shutter. It is also from the island of Bali that I first began to record videos for YouTube. First, as a way to share a little bit more about my own photographic journey, but also to have a space in which I could share about all the things that go in my head that feed not just my photograph, but also all the other areas of my life. And though I promise you I'm planning to keep this channel mostly photography oriented, I must warn you that there are many more interests that I can't help but blend into a sort of creative mishmash. The reason for this is that nowadays I don't really see much of a separation between the things that I do. Things like my photography fit into the things that I do in my daily life. The way I interact with my partners and my friends also reflects in the way I interact with the people I photograph and the subjects I search. The dances I do inspire other areas of my life, and so on and so on and so on. What I mean by this is that whatever I do on one side of my life influences another side of my life, or many other sides, and vice versa. Also, I think it's important to say that I am not here to pretend that I know everything, because I don't. I'm here just to share the little insights that I find interesting, no matter where they come from, and hopefully we all can learn from them. To be honest, I'm not really sure about the path this channel will take, but my main intention is to keep myself open and receptive, so I can create a safe space for introspection and hopefully find inspiration and more meaning in the things I do and the things we do as a community. If all this sounds interesting to you, well, subscribe to the channel and come along for the ride, I guess. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and why not introduce yourself to me? What is something that tickles your curiosity? What is something that you would like to learn more of? Or what do you think I should be learning? And well, this is all I have for now, so I hope to see you again soon. Peace.